Welcome to the second Workout Wednesday, and today we are going to be using the chair for very selfish reasons. We're going to start sitting down, so take a pew. Right, okay, so we're going to start on our chair. And why I do like working the chair, because it does aid our balance if we need to. So in the standing work that we're going to do, if you don't need the chair, just don't do the chair, and I'll explain that in a moment anyway. But what I want you to do is just to sit on your chair, and you actually want to be sort of like towards the end of the chair, so not sunk right back into the chair where we can sort of slump down. Have your buttocks just gently resting on the end of the chair, and just have your arms down by the side, so your arms are just nice and free. What I want you to do here is I want you just to engage your navel to the spine, and I want you just to rotate that shoulder. So we're just doing it like we did last week in a standing position, but we're doing it in a sitting position this week. It's very selfish. It's like, what am I going to do this week? Oh, chair. And then we circle it around, and then we move into the opposite side. So we circle it around again, mobilizing into the shoulder line. Again, we're going to do both together. So circle around, just mobilize, and just enjoy that movement. The simplest of movements sometimes are the most glorious as we circle it around. And then what I want you to do, I want you just to release the arms. Now, all I want you to do here is I literally want you to take your hands. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. So they're just really at the edge of the chair. And I want you to keep equal weight through the sit bones. And I want you just gently to go over to that right side. Pull the tummy in and draw back. Keep the feet flat to the floor, go over. And then you draw back, pull the tummy in. You go over to the right. You pull the tummy in to draw you back. What are we working here? We're working the oblique sides, the sides of the waist. We're doing lateral flexion of the spine, so we're side bending. So we're working the waist when we do this, because we're contracting one side and we're lengthening the other. We're engaging the opposite side to pull you back. So I really want you to feel when you do this, pulling the tummy in. Visualize the movement of the spine laterally flexing as we go over to the side and you draw back. We're going to do one more either side. You go over. Well, I'm loving this one already. And then you go over. You draw it back. Now, take your hands, place your hands onto your opposite shoulders there. So again, feet flat to the floor. Equal weight through those sit bones. Keep your pelvis completely silent here. Don't move in the pelvis. We're going to do some lovely rotation of the spine through our thoracic spine, through where our ribs are. Inhale and rotate over. Now, I'm really bad at rotating, so you can probably really show me up here and go a little bit further, and then you draw back. But when we thoracically rotate, and what I mean by thoracic rotation, you have the vertebra of the spine, 7 vertebrae in your neck, 12 where your ribs are, and then you have 5 in your lumbar spine. So we're really just moving your thoracic spine. So 12 around your vertebra. I can't remember. Did I say that, Mark? 12? Yeah. Okay. And as you come around, oh my gosh. And then you go round and you draw back. You'll soon get used to me. So you go round. Memory isn't one of my good points. And you go around, and then, so really be aware here, where pelvis is nice and silent. What I also don't want you to do, keep your head in alignment. So you might be thinking, oh, I'm going really far, but the neck is doing it. The neck has more rotation. So keep the head, again, as an extension of your spine as you go round. Just do one more either side. And again, like I said last week, hug ourselves, because we can't hug anyone else. Kiss and hug ourselves. That's what we need to do. And then around and draw back into the center. Brilliant. Release the arms down. Let's do a little bit more lateral flexion now. Inhale, raise up your right arm. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. Exhale and just go over to the left. Again, keep equal weight through the sit bones when you do this. Inhale up. Exhale and you go over. Now, really be aware here of keep the shoulders away from the ears. It's very easy to lift up, collapse, come back, release. Again, shoulders away from the ears. You go to this position and then it's lateral flexion of the spine, not the arm going over again. We don't want to fool ourselves into this movement. We lift it up, you go over, we're opening up the opposite side of the rib cage. We do one more. Inhale, you exhale, you go over, you draw back, and then you release. Fantastic. Now, all I want you to do here, bring your feet So a little bit back. So all I want you to see when you look down is your toes just in front of your knees. And I just want you to lift up on the balls of the feet and release. We're just lifting and we're lowering. We're lifting and we're lowering. We're lifting and we're lowering. And we're lifting and we're lowering. I'm just admiring my nails as I do this, lifting and lowering. So matching nails, lifting and lowering. So again, really important to keep in our little habits, isn't it? So again, making ourselves feel good. And for me, it's just making sure that my nails are done. Lifting. Actually, Sophie did my toenails a little bit ago, and then I'm going to be doing my own. Yeah, don't get too close to the hobbit feet. And lifting. Do one more. Lift and as my husband calls them, hobbit feet. And then from here, all you're going to do, just with your right leg, you're going to lift it up and you're going to lower it down. Now, this seems an extremely easy exercise to do as you lift and you lower. As we progress into lifting and lowering, you'll soon find that you'll get a little bit of heat through the front of the thigh, through to the quad, so it becomes a little bit less of an easy exercise. Now, if you want to add a little bit more into this move, resist it. Push into that leg as you lift it up, and that works a little bit more. Draw the tummy in, and I say this because it does look really easy, and I'm laughing at myself thinking, oh my God, this actually is quite challenging. You lifting you're going to feel that through the front of the thigh. You're going to do 2 more, lifting. Now, I want you to hold it up there, do tiny repeaters, lift it. I'm not going to press anymore because I can feel that. 8, 7. It's like, why am I doing that? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Now, send that leg away. Get a little bit of flexion through the foot, a little bit of flexion through the knee. So don't lock out the knee. Keep it slightly soft and then lift it and lower. Now, everyone's range of movement, as I said last week, is very different. So just listen to your body as you lift and lower. Even if you lift that leg up just 1/4 of an inch, that is fine as you lift it. Again, be aware, we're lifting and lowering the leg and we're focusing on the leg, but keep thinking about the upper line as well. So again, as I'm doing, you don't want to slump down. Think of that beautiful alignment through the spine. You've got a girdle on. The girdle is nice and strong, it's tight, and so we have to lengthen through the spine as we do that. Look really haughty then when I do that. Lifting and lower. 2 more. It's like, here she goes again. 1 more. Hold it up there. Lifting, lifting. You will thank me later. And then lifting, lifting, lifting. Feeling that on 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, blimey. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Now, please tell me that you felt that. Okay, you're thinking, chair workout. What's that about? Right, you'll find out. Other leg, again, foot flat to the floor, lifting and lowering that leg. Draw the navel to the spine. Now, again, as you do this, again, really be aware that you're lifting and lowering. Think of your lifting and the lengthening through the spine, equiweight through the sit bones. As you do this, you're drawing the navel back towards the spine. You can add a little bit of resistance if you want to when you lift and as you lower. Again, listen to your body, work accordingly today. If you don't want to do, as many reps as I'm doing, then do less repetitions and literally just sit down and watch. And then lifting and lowering, lifting, whether it be in the morning that you're doing this with a cup of tea or coffee, or in the evening with a little glass of vino. And again, obviously not when we're working out, no, yeah. And 4 more, and you're gonna do 3, brilliant. Last 2, small pleasures. And last 1, and then you're gonna lengthen that leg away. Now again, keep slightly bent in that knee, so you don't wanna lock it out. Keep it slightly bent, lengthen from the hip flexor, so really lengthen through the hip, and lift it and lower it, and lift it and lower. Now again, really pull the tummy in. One side is going to feel very different to the other. One side is going to be a lot stronger than the other. Again, we're not symmetrical. So again, don't be perturbed. Don't be worried if you think, oh gosh, I can't do this one as much as the other one. That's perfectly normal because I'm definitely feeling this one, which is right. This is my left leg. I'm right-footed. I'm strong in my right side, not so strong in my left side. And you lift it. And we're going to do 1 more. It's starting to shake. 1 more. Hold it there. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Again, you can resist it if you want to. If you've got weights, you can put even weights onto your thigh if you want to weight that up a little bit more. On 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Okay, take the feet together, the thighs together. I want us just to work a little bit of zigzag, just getting some mobility into the hip joint. Turn out your feet. Then internally there, have your toes are a little bit pigeon-toed, heels. And then turn out and out. So heels in, toes in, heels in, toes. Toes and heels and toes and heel. But I want you to think about the relationship. The feet are mobilizing, but really I want you to think about what you're doing at the top of the hips. That is what is important here. You heel because we're internally rotating, externally rotating through the top of the femoral head, the thigh bone head within the pelvis. So we're mobilizing as we do this, and it's really good. Again, if you find you're stiff in hips, you're going to be very stiff in the lumbar spine generally. So again, we just need to oil up the body. It's let's think of ourselves. I think of myself as a rusty old car. I'm going to say it's not very pleasant, is it? But you need to WD-40. Again, it's synovial fluid. You need that just mobilizing. We need to keep mobilized. We're going to do one more. So we're going to just do that. So again, it's quite nice, this one, actually. I quite like this one. And then at that point, I actually want to say to Judith, because Judith loved that one as well. So glad you're watching the weekly Wednesday workouts, Judith. So then what I want you to do is we're going to take the hands down by the side. And I'm going to think of Edgar when I do this one as well. Edgar Woolner, I know you love triceps as well. So great tricep strength now you have. So what you're going to do now, have your feet together, your thighs together. And all I want you to do is literally just push down in the chair with the heel of your hand. You're pushing and releasing. Pushing. You're doing no more than that. You're pressing down. It's as though you're getting out of a chair, pressing and releasing. Now, that's starting to get into the triceps as you press and release. Now, what I want you to do, and again, listen to your body. You haven't got to do this if you don't want to. You're going to just slip your bottom forward off the chair. So you're literally off the chair. You've got the heel of the hands on the chair. You're literally going to, shall I say literally one more time? You need to make sure that your toes are forward. So I'm repeating myself. You're going to the elbows are going back. You're going to bend the elbows up. Now, just want you literally to just, there we go again. I'm repeating myself as you go down. So I'm thinking of a good analogy here. You want to brush your buttocks along the chair as you do this, as you go down. Now, be aware of your shoulders. Keep the shoulders away because they're internal. Keep it away. Brush and up. Now, you can go as far down as you feel you want to. And I'm just going to come up because I'm just going to take the mic pack off when I do that. Because if you feel strong enough, you can go all the way down and you can push yourself up. You're going all the way down. Now, push yourself up. The key there, though, is to keep the shoulders away. The elbows are radiating back behind you. The elbows are knitting together as you do this. Feel the strength into those triceps. Again, back of the arm, the part of the arm that makes up 2/3 of the arm. As you come up, 2 more, and we're going to do 1 more, and then you're going to take a rest. Because I need it, and then just release it. Let's just mobilize the shoulders. Fantastic. Now what I want you to do, take your hands onto your thighs again. We're just going to go into a little C curve, mobilizing the spine. So feet flat to the floor. Again, just be able to see your toes slightly forward of your knees, and then hands onto your thighs. Inhale, exhale, tuck and round. And it's almost like you want to push your thoracic spine, where your ribs are, into the back of the chair. You come back, and then you lengthen. So that's all it is. So, and as I'm doing this, what I'm thinking of, I don't know why, is almost the Ninja Turtle. Can you remember the cartoon? And I'm thinking of I like my analogies, you'll get to know as you come out. I have a very fervent mind. Is that the right word? Fervent? No, it is a good word, isn't it? And then you press back. And as I always say, I don't belong to my 2 book clubs for nothing, or hopefully not. It's probably the wrong word now, me saying that, me being quite impressed with myself. So as you go back, think of that Ninja Turtle, and you're pressing the backpack into the back of the chair, but you're sequentially moving through the spine. Think of the boy, I think it's on a movie where, start of a movie where he's in the crescent moon and he's sort of like sitting. You want to emulate that. You want to create that C curve, good word again, as you do that. But it starts with the tuck of the tailbone. You're contracting the abdominals and you're lengthening out the back from your base of your spine through to the top of your spine. We're going to do one more. So you press back. Ninja, that's what my sister's called, Nina, and I always call her Ninja as well, so that's just thinking of my sister then. So hello Nina as well, because I know that you're doing these. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to come to a standing position. We're going to work on our balance. At that point I probably can hear all of you going, oh god, balance, hate balance. I know my classes do. When I say about balance, they're all like, oh god, Joe, balance. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I can't slip that on, I'm going to shove it down my pants, sorry. Okay, so I want you to stand at the side of your chair. Feet again, hip width apart. What is hip width apart? Feet together, thighs together, turn out your toes, turn out your heels. Lengthen out through your spine. So again, let's set ourselves up before we begin. Hold on to the chair. You haven't got to hold on to the chair if you don't want to, if you feel your balance is not compromised. Take your outside leg to the side. Again, as we did last week, we're going to lift and lower that outside leg. Lift it and lower it. So I'm going to hold on to the chair again. Listen, you can not work with the chair if you don't want to during these bits. Again, just listen to how you feel. Some days balance is great, some days it's not so great. So just work to how you feel today. And again, do two more. You're going to do one more. You're going to hold it there and you're going to do tiny repeaters, lifting, 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 lifting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Now bring that outside knee forward. Now, what I want you to do here is we're going to do a little bit of a rocking horse. You're going to inhale. Now, as you exhale, I'm just going to see if I've got room behind me actually. That wasn't very good. You're going to send that leg away and then you're going to pull it forward. So I'm actually going to, sorry, just pull that so you can see from a side on. Can you see me there, Mark? So from here, all I'm going to do, outside leg, and I want you to rock forward and pull it back. And again, you rock it forward and then you pull it back. And again, you rock it forward. I'm thinking of a parrot here. There's an old toy where it's to rock backwards and forwards. I think a rocking horse, but you send it back and you pull it forward. Now again, as I said last week, we're focusing on the leg that's moving. We pull it up and you send it back, getting tone into your buttock. But you're gonna feel this in your support leg a lot because it's obviously supporting our body weight at the minute. So we're gonna do two more and you're gonna come back. But again, if you don't need the chair, don't use the chair. I went into prayer position there for some reason. So you send it back and you pull it forward and you send it back. And you pull it forward and then you release it. Brilliant. Okay, what we're going to do, let's just go to the other side straight away. So again, I'm going to just leave my water bottle there. So you just stand at the side. Again, outside leg goes to the side. Tentatively hold on to the chair. We're going to lift and we're going to lower. So really, if our balance is compromised, then we need the chair. And that's great because we're working the outside of the buttock and we're working the support leg, but we have the chair to balance. You don't need the chair, don't work with the chair. You might find you hold with the hand, then you hold with the finger, and then you don't need it as you lift and you lower. So we're going to do 5 more, and you're going to do 4 more. We're going to do 3 more. 3 and down. So again, all abilities here. 2 more, lifting, and we're going to hold it up there. And you're going to do tiny repeaters again. Focus on the outside of the buttock. Again, focus on that support leg. So we're going to feel it because we're weighting down onto that support leg. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't know why I'm laughing. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. And then pull it forward. Now, again, I can really feel that in the support leg. Draw the tummy in, pelvis nice and level. Rocking horse. Inhale, exhale, rock forward, and then draw it back. Really find that beautiful foundation of your support leg into the floor. So again, command the move. I always say this when I'm teaching. Command the move. You want to be in control of the move. It's very easy for the body to dictate, whereas you want to move from the start of the move to the end of the move. You know, like when we write that sentence, you have the start, you have the finish, you have that full stop. I always use the word staccato. You know, hold and then go back and hold it. Lengthen through. Find the length within the muscle. Let's do 2 more. Send it back. So when you send it back, you know, we're getting a little bit of glute work, but we're working the buttock in the support leg. We're going to do 1 more now. Feel that in the support leg. Let's send it back, and then let's pull it forwards, and let's release it down. Fabulous. Brilliant. Well done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come round to the back of the chair, and I'm going to, so I don't know, do you know what, I'm going to turn this around so that you can see me. That's thinking on my feet, isn't it? Very good. Are you impressed there, Mark? So, okay, so feet are behind, and when you look down, so feet are just hip width apart, draw the tummy in, tentatively hold on to the chair, we're going to lift, and we're going to learn. Now, these for people that are in my general classes, as in classes, not virtual classes, will know it's like, oh no, it's this one. We're working the calves. I want you to lift, so you probably do need to hold on for this. Now, I apologise now when you maybe spend a penny in the middle of the night, that you get up and you run and you spend a penny. You might be spending a penny when you wake up, go, ooh, I can feel that, because what was that? What was that? As you lift and you lower, because you're gonna feel this in the calves. Maybe, I'm not saying you might, you will, but you probably will. So we're going to feet hip distant. Now again, I want you to do, lift it up there, and I want you to do tiny repeaters. You lift, you lift, you lift, you lift, you lift. Keep it up there, lifting, 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 lifting. 10, 9, 8, oh my gosh, 7. Feel the heat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Now, I want you to come to a turnout. So what that means, you have your heels together, your toes apart, you're in a first position. Pilates stance, turnout. Keeping that turnout, we're going to do the same again. Now, when you do this, really make sure you're not sticking the bottom out. Bottom is released, pubic bone in line with the ASI joints. Let's do it. You're going to lift and you're going to lower. You're going to lift and you're going to lower. You're going to lift and I don't know what's going on with my hair today. Lifting and lowering, lifting, lowering. Now lift and lower. Lengthen from your seat, lengthen up through the spine. 4 more and feel that heat. 3. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to do 1 more. Now, repeat it on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Brilliant. Now, take your feet together, thighs together. And I'm going to turn around as I do this. So again, you can see this. So we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. It gets to the point where you think, I can't lift and lower anymore. It just feels really weird. Or is this just me? 5 more, 3, on 2. We're going to do 1 more. Okay, hold it up there and pulse, 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 pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Now, what I want you to do there is just have your front foot forward, your back leg back. Now, I've got really short Achilles tendons. So my lunge here is extremely bad. So you can probably keep your feet down and take your back leg, take your right leg back, left foot forward. So you might be back here, you might have a wider, a longer lunge, a longer position, stretch there, but I'm really bad at that. I used to go up to Great Ormond Street and when I was little, and they were always amused at my lack of flexibility, lack of movement of this. And so just hold it there. So you want to feel a stretch through the back calf, so the calf muscle being here, and then you release it. And you just take right leg forward, back leg, back, left leg back, bend that right knee, left leg stays straight, so feel the stretch through the calf. Just again, engage navel to spine. You can be amused at my lack of flexibility in my back leg. See, I still do things that, I do exercise that I literally can't do. We hold it there. And then you come back up. Brilliant. We're going to do a few pliés now. So again, you haven't got to, I'm going to just stay at the side of the chair, but you can be behind the chair if you want both hands behind and you go into a plié, or you can actually be at the side of the chair. I'm going to be at the side of the chair there, just holding on. Take your legs just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Now, But as you do this, weight is through big toe, little toe. Do you know what? I'm going to just take that there because I can see that on the monitor. I'm getting really good, aren't I? So from here, your feet are wider than hip width apart, and some people, they go a little bit too narrow. You're almost better taking your legs as wide as is comfortable when you do this. So just making sure that when you bend your knees, the only thing you need to be aware is that you can just see those toes. So all we're going to do, we're going to come into a plie position now. So your feet are in a turnout. You're coming into your plie. Now again, if you need to hold on, just hold on as you do this, or you might not need to. We're going to work here. I want you to think about pressing into your heels when you do this, and I want you to be aware that you're not locking out. You're not, again, making that move really ballistic. So we're not bouncing into it. We're in control. We lift and you lower. Now, as you do this, press into your heels and raise up and lower down. When you go down, find the length through the spine as you do this. Press into those heels and lift up again. I always think again of the creases of the buttocks that are holding the glutes in place. So again, I always do that when I talk about glutes, that you're holding the glutes in place. Feel the tone into your buttocks when you do this. So sometimes I imagine when I'm going down and I'm pressing up, I'm picking up a daisy in my butt cheeks as you go down and up. I don't know why it's a daisy. It can be any flower, but you're picking it up, but you're not flower pressing it as you go down and up. You're picking it up, you're keeping it intact. Might squish it a little bit, but you're not pressing the hell out of it, because we don't want tension. We want tone when we do this. 2 more. I'm going to shut up now. You're going to hold it down there. You're going to do tiny repeaters. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. On 4, on 3, on 2. Now I want you to hold it down there, and I want you to press your knees back. Now I don't want you to bring your knees forward. I want you to press them back from where they are. Again, if you need to hold on to the chair, if you need to be behind the chair with both arms, we do that. And we're going to do 10. We can again do as many reps as you feel comfortable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to make us do 1 more set. Why not? And then down. I've got you as a captive audience now. Down and press up. Down and press up. And we go down and we press up. And when we use the larger muscle groups, we can feel this as well. When we work into the quads, when we work into the buttocks, that can be in itself, get a little bit more cardiovascular. You can feel that. We're going to do 3 more. You're going to do 2 more. Brilliant. You're going to do 1 more. I've so enjoyed today. And then you're going to hold it down there, and you're going to do tiny repeaters. You're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2. You're going to hold it down there again. You're going to press the knees back and back and back and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold it there for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Brilliant. And you come up. Brilliant. Well done. Let's now, let's get back on the chair before I change my mind. So we're going to sit back on the chair. And what I want you to do is we're going to just stretch out a little bit into the glutes. So stretch out the muscles that we've been working. And what we're going to do, is just going to take that back a little bit. So just OCD is now aligned. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take your right leg. Now, if you've got the flexibility, put your right ankle over your left knee, and we just lengthen up through the spine, and we can just gently just go a little bit forward. You can be rounded in your spine if you want to. Now again, if we haven't got that flexibility, just put that right ankle across the left ankle, and again just move slightly forward. But again, just listen to your body. So I'm going to bring that up, and I'm just gently going to, I shaved my leg, and I got my ankle, and it just in a really stupid cut. So I even shaved my legs for you. And then you come forward, and you just feel that stretch just into the right buttock, and you just hold it there. Just hold it there into that stretch. And then you come up, and then I want you to take your right leg and lengthen the right leg. So have the right leg straight. And again, I want you just to hinge forward. So over that right leg, so we feel a little bit of a stretch through the right back of the thigh. And then we just hold it there. We can languish in the fact that, oh my gosh, what words are coming out today? We can languish in the knowledge that we've done our workout and we can feel good. And then we can gently release. Great. And then take the left ankle across the right thigh. And again, lengthen up through the spine. You can either hinge forward or you can round. So again, doesn't matter. Again, flexibility. Take it across the ankle, round down. Even have it sort of like mid shin if you want to. But again, find that stretch a little bit into that left hip, left buttock. And we hold it there. Lovely. And then we can gently come up, and then we can take left leg, heel. So again, so this session, you know, if we are a little bit less mobile, you know, it's a really lovely session to do. You know, if you know people that are a little bit more less mobile, it's a really nice one to do. And then you just hold it there. So again, lengthening, pulling the navel. Let mine go then. My belly was down, so draw the tummy back towards the spine, and then we can release. And then just sat in this position, let's just stretch out through the neckline. So I don't know what my hair is doing at this point. So we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. So you feel a stretch down that left side, the shoulders just away from the ears, and just really enjoy. We hold so much tension into the neckline and around the neck, around the vertebra of the neck. It's literally a muscular frame. It can get very, very tight. So just release there into the upper traps, releasing and just enjoying. Chin to the chest and come forward. And next week you have a really nice one and you go over. So we're doing a lovely rest and release. And you go over. And then again, chin gently towards the chest, and you look forwards. And all there is left for me to say is well done today. You did absolutely brilliant. And I really look forward to seeing you for next week's class. Have a wonderful week and stay safe. Take care.